Krishna very obviously understands that it is the knot of ignorance in Arjuna's mind that is keeping him from doing his duty. Therefore, he attacks that knot in all possible ways. Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Vibhuti Yoga, Aishwarya Yoga, you name it. And now that we are naming the chapters that tells us of the depths of Krishna's love for Arjuna. Do you understand what it means to convince a person so much? You will not understand that if you have never really tried convincing a reluctant student in your life. Try that. Try and face the overwhelming power of ignorance, and then you will realize that Krishna is doing on that battlefield. The power of a student's ignorance can be awfully overwhelming, and Krishna is fighting against that ignorance. Verse after verse, example after example, chapter after chapter, episode after episode, he is doing everything in his capacity to not to let Arjuna suffer a tragic end. Not for nothing is Krishna also called the greatest friend ever. Otherwise, why would he invest himself so much in convincing Arjuna? Why? The Arjuna is not going to go to Krishna, or is it? What stake does Krishna have in all this? If anything, he is going to be later charged with all kinds of accusations, but look at the intensity of his love. Arjuna is saying no, 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 no. And Krishna with all his might delivers another lecture. And that lecture would have taken almost everything out of Krishna. And now, with eyes full of hope, Krishna looks at Arjuna. Friend, now you agree? Right? Right, mate? Say yes. And Arjuna says no. And the inexhaustible energy of Krishna makes him come to the next chapter. And then comes to the next sequence of top class verses. And Arjuna is still saying no, 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 no. You know, I see that ultimately it is not Krishna's persuasiveness or erudition that won him the day. Ultimately, it's Krishna's love that won Arjuna's over. I see that Arjuna probably didn't get much of what Krishna was trying to say. Even till the end, he was almost clueless. But one thing Arjuna could sense, if Krishna is insisting so much, then there must be something in it. Otherwise, why would he spend so much of himself on me? He has nothing in all this. He will get nothing whether I fight or do not in a personal sense. So surely there must be something beyond the personal that he is persuading me for. Alright, I think I must agree. Only later on, sometime later in his life, would Arjuna have completely realized the depths of what Krishna was trying to tell him. Much later in his life, would the total significance of Krishna's words that day on the battlefield have dawned on Arjuna. The total significance is absolute, and absolute doesn't come so easily to anybody. It would have taken Arjuna a lot of time, a lot of maturity. That's the thing with every teacher, student, pair, I suppose. Much later in his life does the student really and fully realize what the teacher was trying to tell him on the spot. When the teacher is trying to persuade the student to do or not do something, it is only the teacher's love and intensity that compels the student, not the student's realization. I repeat, the realization comes much later. The student is in no situation to fully realize the import, the vastness of what the teacher is saying. He is a mere student. You see, he cannot comprehend what the teacher is saying, at least not fully. But this much he can sense, that the teacher is trying very hard. If the teacher is trying so hard, let me listen. That's what happened with Arjuna as well. So, the Bhagavad Gita is such a real and captivating story. It is an epic inside an epic.